everybody, welcome to Online Glacier. My name is Josh. We have an awesome video today and we're going to get started once again with some silly animal videos. So I hope you guys enjoy. Here we go. Hey everybody, welcome back. Next up is a game/craft called Caterpillar Races. And so this is how it works. You're going to need a piece of paper, a marker of some sort, scissors, and a straw. So first take your piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half the long ways like this. Then you do that again the long ways. You fold it one more time. And now you're going to unfold it and grab your scissors. And now you are going to cut one of these sections off of your piece of paper. There we go. Okay. Now, you're going to take your piece of paper and you're going to fold it like this. You're going to fold it in half, the flat ways. Then you're going to open it up and fold each half into itself like this. And then you're going to fold it again just like that. Then you fold them in like that, and now you grab your scissors again, and you're going to cut the corners of the paper, just a little bit off each corner. Okay, and the last part is you're going to unfold it, and now you have a little caterpillar, and I'm going to draw a face on mine. That's what the marker's for, and I'm really excited about it. Here we go. Ooh, he's got kind of a silly face. Here's my caterpillar's face, nice and happy. And the next part is you put it on a flat surface like a table, and you grab your straw, and you're gonna blow air through the straw at the back of the caterpillar, and it will actually make it move across your table. So if you're playing with family, you can race. If you have different straws and different caterpillars, you can race across the table to a finish line, and it's really fun. Here's a demonstration. Hey everybody, I have a shorter lesson for you today that's about roots and plants and why the New Testament of the Bible references them so many times as metaphors. And to start it out, I wanted to share with you guys a story from when I was in high school. You see, when I was in high school, I got my first job working at my friend's parents' mini storage, and throughout the summer we'd clean the storage doors, and then eventually we'd go to the outside of the property and pull up tumbleweeds. Now, tumbleweeds are a weird plant. They have really deep roots when they're alive, but when they die, they uproot themselves and roll around in the wind. It's a ball-shaped plant, so it just keeps rolling, and as it rolls, it drops its seeds, so more tumbleweeds sprout up. And so to catch it early, to stop the spread of tumbleweeds, you have to pull the plants out while they're alive and put them in a pile and burn them. So before we started, I thought this was going to be easy. It's just pulling weeds. They're big weeds, but we're just pulling them out of the ground. I found out that the roots were pretty deep, and this was a difficult task. You had to get both hands on the tumbleweed and yank it out of the ground, and tumbleweeds have thorns on them, and as I was pulling them up, I also found out that I was allergic to them, and so I started itching everywhere, and my eyes were watering, my nose was running, and I started sneezing. It was a tough experience, and all of us that were working pulling out these tumbleweeds got exhausted pretty quickly. It was a difficult task. And I found out that the roots of a plant go pretty deep, and when they go deep, it's hard to pull them out of the ground. It's like they're holding on to the earth. You see, a plant has roots to keep it in the ground. It spreads its roots out to actually hold on to the ground so that the plant doesn't get knocked over, because a plant survives by pulling water and nutrients out of the ground. And this is why so many people use plants as a metaphor in the Bible, because they want us to know that we need to be rooted in God the same way a plant is rooted in the ground. And so here's a Bible passage that talks about this. This actually comes from the book of Ephesians, chapter 3, verses 17 through 19. And this is what it says. And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power together with all the Lord's holy people to grasp how wide and long and high and deep is the love of Christ, and to know this love that surpasses knowledge, that you may be filled to the measure of all the fullness of God. This is an awesome passage where the author Paul is writing to a church in Ephesus to encourage them that if they put their roots in God's love the way a plant puts its roots in the ground, they're going to learn so much more about God's love, and they'll be filled with the fullness of God. This is awesome, and we have access to this as well. This letter is not just being written to this church in Ephesus, but to us as well, that we can put our roots in God, and we will grow and learn so much more about God's love and be filled with the fullness of God. You see, when a plant puts its roots in the ground, it's gripping on to the earth, absorbing nutrients, and that's what sustains the plant. It's holding on for dear life, because if it didn't have those roots, the plant could get knocked over, and then it would have no way to get nutrients into the stem of the plant. And so we need to put our roots in God, that He should sustain us. And when God sustains us, we're going to grow so much more. We're going to experience His love and learn how to give His love and show His love to other people. And so that's my challenge for this week, guys. How can you learn to put your roots in God's love? What does it mean to put your roots in God's love? And so in the reflection questions, guys, you can take some time to look through them, write in a journal, try to figure out what does it mean to put your roots in God's love, and how can you do that on a daily basis. All right, guys, we will see you next week.